So let's talk about creating Facebook ads specifically for wedding photographers. This wouldn't work as well for portrait photographers. We'll do something different for that. But what I wanted to talk about was the most effective way, in my opinion anyway, of targeting engaged people. And this is for a local area only. This would not work for a destination wedding, and I'll explain in a little bit. What I like to do is I want people to respond by clicking through to my website. I want people to come and belong to my Facebook business page, but what I really want is for a bride and groom to come and see my portfolio. So I want a click to my website, and I am going to enter my URL, Funkytown Photography, and it's just loading the website details. What I would do then is I would upload a video, and I'm just going to choose one. I'm not really creating an ad. This is just as an example. You'd load up some sort of a compelling image that you know when it is shown either as a sponsored page or something down the right hand side that it's going to grab people's attention. I don't think that the way my homepage looks is going to grab people's attention, so I'm going to click off on that. I'm going to choose this image here, and then I am going to scroll down a little bit, and here is what my ad will look like if it's in the sponsored area, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit as well. So what I want is I don't want it to connect, or sorry, I do want it to connect to my Facebook page. I want that if anybody is seeing this, they might see that a friend has also liked my page, etc. My headline has to be short and it has to be gripping. It has to be something that will encourage a click. And what I like to do is write something compelling like "Dare to be different," or "Why my photos are unlike the rest," or "Why Funkytown is different." And that's even too long. Let's go "Dare to be different." And then my text would be some sort of compelling text to entice people to click. And you can see "Dare to be different," some sort of text is going to be coming up here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to come over here to the audience section, and this is where it gets really juicy. So I don't want to do all of Canada. I want to do, let's say, Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. And for me, I actually really only want to target women for Facebook ads. The reason being that even if a man is in charge of looking for the photographer, it's a woman who, she might be at work, she might be bored, she's looking, she's doing her own thing, she's on Facebook probably a little bit more socially than guys are. I know that I'm making generalizations, but this is just generally true in terms of, where I want to spend my ad dollars. And I find that women will have a more emotional reaction when they see your photos and they have to have you. They might still get the guy to get in touch with you, but it's really the woman who will probably have a better chance of clicking on your link, falling in love with your photos, and wanting to book you. I find when men get in touch with me, and if they see me online, they're more interested in how much do you cost? Are you going to be easy to work with? Can I negotiate with you? The kinds of questions I get asked from men are a lot less emotional than the kinds of questions that I get from women. So then what I'm going to do is I am going to more demographics, relationship status, and this is very important. I do not click in a relationship. If you're in a relationship, you're probably not wearing a ring and you're probably not about to get married. Instead, I want the girl that actually changed her status on Facebook the second she got engaged. I'm engaged. She's on the market for a wedding photographer. So she's the one that I want to target. And right now, the potential reach of my ad is only 2,800 people. That's fantastic. That means in the entire city of Victoria, in the entire area of Victoria, which is, between, I'd say 350,000 to 500,000 people, depending on how you cut it, I'm only going to reach the 2,806 women who are engaged. And I want to set the age group to be probably somewhere around age of 22 up to, I would say, probably no more than 37, 38, given that women in this age group are the ones who will spend more on their wedding. And look, I've only reached 2,200 people. If you don't want to do the age thing, that's totally fine. You don't have to. But I just find people who are going to spend a lot on weddings are the ones who are getting married for the first time, and they're really my target audience. I'm going to set my budget per day at $5, and I'll just leave the ad set name as it is. So this is how it's going to show up in my, when I'm going through to see the ad. And you can just choose $1 a day, although I have the feeling that $5 is going to get you a little bit better. And set a start and an end date. So if you started today, maybe end it in 2 weeks. So that way you know you're not spending too much money. Or start and end it right after Christmas. Start and end it right after Valentine's Day. Start and end it right after long weekends in the summer. Those are when I know I get the most inquiries. So this is when people are very excited. They've just got engaged and they're really excited to see what photographers are out there in their city. And then I would do bid for clicks. And that means that you are going to compete against other ads that are also paying per click. That means that you're not paying just for the ad to be seen. People are going to see the ad, they're going to see your name, you're going to get a lot of impressions, and you only have to pay when somebody clicks and they go to your website and they go and they fall in love with your work. So this is what we want. This is an ideal scenario. So I would say bid for clicks is the best way to get the best bang for your buck, because it means if other people have done a similar ad campaign in your local area, you're bidding against them. So it's not like you've said, oh, I only want to spend $1 a click. Well, maybe your competitor is going to pay $1.07 a click. Well, then your ad will be $1.08 a click, and your ad will be seen better, and that $1.08 will be worth a lot more than if you advertised in a different way, because it's going to be targeted. And then you click place order, which I am not going to do. I'm going to click review order, edit order, and we're just going to take another little quick look over here. This is what the ad is going to look like, and you'd probably want to write, create your own message. And this is how I would personally create a Facebook ad campaign.